everybody wanted to see me fly the FMS Ranger. You guys want a beginner take on this trainer airplane, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do in today's video. I was super impressed when I saw Nate fly this. It was really stable, looked super simple, and the landing gear were really forgiving on his landings, so I knew I had to try my best. Now this does have reflex flight stabilization built in, so I'm excited to test that for you guys too, and I'll probably fly with some type of flight stabilization on most of the time, since this is going to be my maiden. Flight crew Nate, hook me up.
So it comes completely ready to fly, and this is the battery that it comes with, and there's nothing wrong with that. But here's a pro tip: it flies just as good with a 2200 size battery, which means longer flight times. We'll have a good upgrade for you linked in the description box below, but this thing comes in at a really good price.
Can I actually call myself an RC pilot if I never plug my own batteries in? Let me know.
It's ready.
Thank you.
Ready, Abby? Let's go. I think you're gonna really like this thing.
About the world's worst taxier of an airplane.
Now we are standing opposite, I think, of where we normally would.
Fix it. Like the video. If you're happy to see me flying, I need the encouragement, so please like the video. That's pretty good, right?
Oh yeah, you're gonna take off super fast. You're gonna be like in the air by the yellow line.
I have such a terrible memory now. I just can't remember all the different planes and how they fly.
Like, look how far down she is. We're good. You got this. This is gonna take off so fast.
Oh, I ate too much Domino's.
We had pizza on the drive here. Okay.
Okay, ready?
Ready. You are clear for takeoff, girl. You're gonna like flying this thing. Yeah, flies good, I promise. Flies really good. It's a really good trainer plane.
I have not flown anything not spectrumed safe out in a long time.
That should say something.
Because I trust safe with my life. Maybe not my life, but with my plane's life.
Yeah. Okay, you got it.
At least one mistake high.
I like to show perspective there. She's up there, but she has been flying some things a lot slower, and I think you're going to work your way down on this.
That's the goal, to get a little bit more comfortable.
Once you realize how good the controls are, even on the ready to fly radio, I think you're just going to like it. Yeah. Big, giant, yellow trainer plane. No bad tendencies. And a lot of times trainer planes can have a bad tendency or two. I mean, let's be honest, it's not perfect. There's always something to complain about. You could say it needs flaps, you could say it needs lights. It would be good if it was a pusher prop, because then it's going to be more protected up in the back. But Abby, let me zoom out. You might be doing a quick landing. Yes, we have a full scale that didn't radio in. Yes, take the camera. Okay. He's coming in quick, and we're going to land quickly.
He did not radio.
I got it. He's right behind us.
Oh, there he is. You're right. He did not radio.
So you see me. We're very clear from it. But this is a great example of what to do in the RC world and what not to do in the full scale world. And this is us looking out for the full scale life and everything.
I'm so glad you saw that.
I heard him. I heard his airplane. I knew he was getting close because I heard him idling down.
Let's clear the runway.
We know what to listen for. And again, they didn't radio in, but we're doing the safest thing possible. As soon as he's in distance, whether he intends to land or not, we put the plane down. Okay, we are clear again for takeoff.
I was not confident in my ability to bring the plane down quickly enough to steer clear of the pilot. All right.
That's okay.
I wasn't sure how close the light was. I saw myself going toward the grass there. Okay.
That's just part of the nature of the beast when we fly here. Again, if anyone ever is curious, we have full permission from the board to be here. We have full permission from AMA. We're insured. All the boxes are checked. So anyway, but don't just get out of your car and fly at an airport, just so you know.
That would
never do that.
End well for you.
I probably wouldn't. Anyway, the airplane, I was talking about, you know, not everything is perfect.
Throttle.
Half throttle.
Because I am climbing and struggling.
Yeah, just ease off on the juice. You can always go 0 throttle and see what it wants to do.
Yeah, that's a little terrifying.
But I think the things that I love about this are the front spring landing gear, which is actually very nice and forgiving. I put it through some testing on my maiden, and I like the easy wing clip twist off connectors. They're big, easy to see, but they blend in with the wing well. And it's a good trainer plane, isn't it?
It's doing well.
There's
so much chatter.
There's a lot of air chatter today. Clear skies, nice evening. Abby, it's very bold to say because we only have my flight and your flight, but I truly believe because of the price, because of the size, because of the flying characteristics, because of the durability factor with that front nose wheel, this would be a really good first airplane. I don't know that there are very many pros out there that would want to fly this as their regular flyer. It could strongly be a second airplane.
This may be my first experience with reflex, is it? I feel like
I think it might be. It does good.
It does good. I feel
this
like
plane.
It lets me bank a lot farther than safe does.
Well, that just might be something that you
I feel like
prefer.
safe corrects a little faster, but I don't know. That might be getting really nitpicky. I just thought that might be interesting to kind of compare the two, because I fully rely on stabilization when
safe
I fly.
is kind of the standard, and now other companies are bringing in their version of it, and it's where the bar is at to compare to. So I think that's a very fair comparison. Why don't you give us a low flyby like you're going to land?
Oh boy.
Well, don't land, but just like you're going to land.
That whole little section from that turn was 0 throttle.
And I tell people this when it's their first time flying and they think, okay, I got the whole concept of flying down, now let's think about landing. And I'll say, okay, let's think about it, but don't do it yet. So when you're thinking about landing, there's nothing wrong with going in over the runway 3, 4, 5, 10 times, as long as you still have juice. And just as what Abby's doing right here, lining up over the runway, even though she's a good mistake high or so, and just bringing it in over the runway. But don't feel like you got to jam that controller down to make those wheels touch down. Just go around again. Don't let the wheels touch down. Keep getting practice landings without touching the wheels. And that is, in my opinion, some of the highest level of success for landings I've ever seen. Then what tends to happen is on the, let's say, 4th time of doing exactly what Abby's doing right now, the pilot feels good enough, comfortable enough, and confident enough without me saying, okay, let's touch the wheels down. Ooh. They just do it.
Oh, geez.
Now, if I were you, I would land left to right.
I actually fully intended to land that time.
I knew you did.
But I did not like...
You got a little breeze, I think.
Yeah, like kick the tail around. Made me a little nervous, so it's best to go around.
Now, if you're looking for a big, ready-to-fly trainer, I think this is probably the best big, ready-to-fly trainer. It's got a lot of...
Fast.
It's okay. It'll slow down. It'll slow down. You're fine. Nose it down, then flare. Hey, that was good.
Not a great flare.
That was actually really good. Not a great flare, but you still had a 3-point landing. You were slow enough not to bounce. So you actually did.
There was definitely a bounce, but
well,
thanks.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it, so that was good. I am looking at a 2-inch screen though. That was a great first flight, Abby. I think you did a really good job.
I kept it in stabilization the whole time, so sue me. I just felt like I need a couple more batteries in the stabilization before I felt brave enough to take it out, and I'm a little rusty, let's be honest. I'm always rusty though. I have children, I have things going on. I filmed Nate fly for you guys. You want to see Nate fly, not me, right? This was a lot of fun. My first experience with reflex went great, and this may even be my first time ever flying something FMS.
I can't remember.
My memory's terrible. Your all's memory for what I do in my life is better than my own. So let me know if this is my first FMS. And I know we briefly mentioned AMA in this video, but I wanted to tell you really quick, AMA is the Academy of Model Aeronautics. They are an insurance company, but they're actually much more than that. AMA is constantly advocating for our hobbies so we can continue to enjoy the airspace, and even in situations like mine and Nate's where we fly at a full-scale airport, they advocate so things like this can still exist. In short though, AMA is recognized by the FAA as a community-based organization, and they help create safe places for flying model aircraft. I highly encourage you click the link in the description box below. You can find tons of clubs local to you. You can actually search by your city and state or your zip code to find clubs that are close to you. And also you can do the same thing with events and swap meets on the AMA page too. So if you've ever wanted to connect and enjoy more of a community feeling with the hobby, that's a great place to start. For an awesome maiden flight, I want to thank God. He's really the one at the sticks, because if it wasn't for him, I'd be shaking the whole time and unable to even get in front of the camera and fly for you guys. So thanks to God for getting me in front of the camera for you guys. Also, a huge thanks to our patron family members. You guys are the backbone to our channel and the reason why Nate and I are able to get out and fly and drive and do RC here on YouTube as much as we can. So thanks to our patron family members. I will have Nate's maiden so he can show me up, popping up on screen for you guys to go check out right about now. We'll see you over there. Bye!